This door is made. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home.
А завтра вечером, блять. А я... Тут просто написано: придите после 21:00. А он говорит завтра, блять.
This door is made of no one. Looks like he isn't home.
Ладно. Завтра так завтра. Я не против. Я не то чтобы против. Такой сейчас сбегаю, спрошу у челика, может он хочет мне денег дать. Потому что я чувствую, что он готов дать мне денег. Чел, дай денег. А, риторику надо было вкачать. Ладно. Запомним. Опа, а чё это? Так. В окошко надо заглянуть.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass.
42%. Да ёпта.
Behind the dockworkers, there's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Someone hid the key in the bush, and it's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide.
Huh?
Охуеть, это я еще у них должен просить этот ключ.
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go.
I'm gonna enjoy.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched.
Come on, man.
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about you.
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
Didn't even know it was there. No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before.
That's an older bill.
The shrug is disingenuous.
Кажется, я знаю, чего этот ключик. Заветный. Я прав? Может, и не
You
прав.
see ahead. The key fits the dimple lock. Dust rises before you like no. Smells like.
Ага, и лифтик. И лутик. 5 рублей сюда. Сюда.
Over there, in the corner, not just any pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting, the theme of the peak of areas around the plate, indeed. Think of them as.
Давай за рублик сыграем.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but
Oh,
pretty
первая
soon
ачивка.
you're able to keep 3 go, Fingerboy. Your game is definitely improved. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit, maneuvering a goat ball into a position. Tiny hammer. The words pale rough. There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. This can be navigated. The balls leave, or you're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point.
Блять.
But that goat, the last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing.
Ладно, наверное, я с Кимом лучше схожу. Ну, почти выиграл, кстати. Ну да, 17%. Почти выиграл, называется. За малым. Срочно спать. Так, а я могу?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face,
Недоступно.
adorned with the bed is still cold.
Ой,
The bed is still cold from the wind.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming. You're not It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
And why might that be the case? What lava lights on such a float?
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck. You're just stuck here. In the half-world. How many promises have you kept lately?
Come now, humans have...
What do you think you're doing right now?
Let it.
But it never seems to...
О. Подъем. Бутылки можно собрать. Срочно собрать бутылки. Пакет. Нет? Да? Да. Плохо они подсвечиваются. От слова совсем. Тут бутылками уже не пахнет. Но эту нельзя подобрать, увы. Так, мне нужен мистер Ким. Чуть-чуть unlock.
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want... 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was... During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the key. You mean like a brief? There's no 3 days during that time. The victim... Okay then. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean but there was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the... Yes.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant...
Extremely. I'm afraid you and I are pawns.
His disdain is clear. This...
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Well, sort of. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoilsport. Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain. No. Oh no, it's very local law enforcement solving. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Так, секундочку. Автопостинг. О, хорошие шансы на логику. Не зря логика. Ладно, давай.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging...
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly of them, but to mention unprofit. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. I am the finest of nothing. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they...
He's right. There are no airtight
Плюс
feelings,
0.
just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Риторика, срочно.
Only banal
Ай,
one you
бля.
should be ashamed of.
Ай, бля, урон.
It's no wonder the soft one doesn't
Надо было
work.
сначала это... Эй,
It goes right
кто
to
знал.
remembering you.
Ладно, пошли наверх.
The door, it
Who is it?
This is the police.
Come on up. The door.
sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You c-
Пошуршим по углам. Лут.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. It's been used, but not for pharmaceuticals line the shelves.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bone.
An opioid receptor antagonist.
You could say he's on the among some foreign, probably Messinian, or nothing of note.
Ай,
The
бля.
f-
Ай, бля. Не повезло. Так, выходи, мужики.
This window is smooth as ice. There are spots of following your lead. The
Looks like it, yes.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them. You catch a single white flower. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. The lieutenant gives you.
Ну, поймал я Ланда, шучу.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang,
Thank you for that, officer.
there is something in her light brown eyes. A sadness. When she thinks,
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They also say that's why the cleaning lady...
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective.
Have I ever? What happened, man? The end was supposed to be mere seconds away. Why we're still here? I know.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man.
Huh. I see.
be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there,
Clausier Amondu. Vrai de fort.
wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man?
A bad memory of lilacs and lightning.
What's so bad about...
Nothing. I'm 28. Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, his partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national lit.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor.
It's the world's most tired smile.
I'm afraid you...
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast.
Thank you for your candor.
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream... Look, officers, I like this place. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel and boogie.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
It's also...
Why else?
I'm an unpopular girl. The kind of hurry where you can't afford... I would love to change the subject. It's not important.
Didn't she say you would have to interrogate her before? And that she didn't do it? What was up with that?
Well, well. It seems if I didn't know better, I'd say you feigned that fuck having lied to...
The lieutenant gives... We should have discussed your history before we came here, he thinks. So many unpleasant surprises with this guy.
Cool. You told us about the investigation Friday night. Anyway, I thought it would be funny to say I didn't do it, because I knew about your investigation. Does that make me a suspect? Phew.
Playfully. She doesn't seem to be overly distressed or distressed.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous.
The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm Winter.
How long have you been?
About 4 months. Okay. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Ravachol? I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go. I'm really not. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in... No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
What did you say? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Comes in handy when you've done too many...
Is that something that happens to you often?
Better safe than sorry. Very funky. I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's...
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrow.
It is.
The lieutenant, he finds the answer unsatisfying.
Oh.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling, and she looks at the chipped white polish covers the nail.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. Is that the one you caught? A martial art, sir.
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style, imply.
Why was there a flower?
Or an admirer?
Admires? I'm too old.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, is it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered. She looks around.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Yeah. I'm gonna go with...
By him, she must...
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up...
By they.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you...
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault. Pretty much.
warming them.
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silver.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually. We partied. A lot of.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Please, you're alive in 50. I've known people who.
What did you do?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then, I guess you can say that, yes, a bit.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, with longing.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view.
You called us.
Yes,
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
Did I? Fuck.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever.
Thanks. I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too.
Thank you for making the call, miss.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I had... I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult.
She meant she sees him in her
You have? Not like I do, I imagine. You don't want to know.
She dips the cigarette.
I can see the similarity.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling.
And his role in this...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for what?
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union men. Over drinks. It's a little.
Like you partied with...
No, not as...
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you...
I have. Which ones, sir?
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Men like that?
She breathed.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Yes. You're just one.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you would...
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do... Quick, say something professional.
Какие шансы? А мне похуй.
She looks back. Don't worry. Miss Aranye Disco Dancer. You want to put your hand on her. The strange moment ends. It was
Why not? I'll be here and...
You made the right call there. It feels... I'm talking about your zero tolerance policy toward... Yes, you're pure. No. Alcohol is a powerful anti-narco agent.
That's good to hear.
А, мыслишка.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
It must be connected to the room we found behind the kitchen door.
It's barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
Похуй. Мы с другой стороны потом зайдем. Окошко не надо.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's...
I would really prefer not to.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere.
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wronged me.
Something changes in her.
Okay, fine.
What does one talk about?
What precinct?
Am I from?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses.
Okay.
I'm just looking out.
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to...
Something about the man with sunglasses and you.
Подозрительные челики.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room.
Так. Ну, здорово, мужики.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Again. About fucking. Fuck! I knew that fucking.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than...
For the record, Titus Hardy.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
She's just in denial, asshole.
Yeah, she's crazy.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
She wasn't raped. The witness's statements.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my god. And you went and pushed her.
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this...
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a string. Frankly, it's a... Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a... Show it to him, T.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the...
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice...
You don't care about F.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth.
I won't be on your bulletin board.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it with your...
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a...
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments it. You do that. Oh, and keep...
compact tape player is no fixing.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix. But it isn't. My Kinema only comes with radio. It's
Блять. Откуда деньги на магнитолу взять? Хотя может хватит.
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes. There's something odd about the passenger seat. A metallic drawer. It's an issue of. It looks like
the Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM.
It's an issue. It looks like
the Ulan
pull out toolbox, slice back. Voila.
Bonne prise.
This large toll booth. There. Hundreds of thousands of to Kuron.
Best not to.
The stack of maps. Voila.
Bonne prise.
This large toll booth. There. This no storm. The final. These looks like the smugglers have.
So it would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though hard to say. This distribution network looks. The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the. With cool names, like it's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have for it.
The stack of maps looks. You close the rust.
Right to work!
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery do something important. Even at a standstill, the unibody caprice someone has waxed it recently.
You want to take a closer look? 100 and...
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12.
7.2.
Saying these words brings him immense.
Yes.
It's a bit girly right now.
We are not going to, though. Because this is clearly a sports motor carriage.
Невероятно. Мужички. Мужички шлюз починили, да?
What a shirt. All other shirts pale. A typical Martinez. The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out free a discount.
Just don't ask him for the smallest amount. Careful. You can only do this once.
Actually, yes. Less.
О,
8 is an even
торгуемся.
better number than 12. Even more internal balance. Better integrity. And here you are.
Скинули.
Quality sound
Скидочку
free
оформили.
production on the go. It'll... Hello, hello. Let me know if I can... Of course.
The porter reel is just you push. Come on, set.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. Still,
there's more going on here than we know.
Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably a village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Who knows? Maybe
a symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and pull the water lock starts moving.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain...
Focus on one thing.
Не похуй. О, деньги. Деньги срочно. Да, внутри определенно что-то есть. Под названием 90 копеек. Деньги.
This is it, the scene of the party. Not as such. I'm talking about, looks like they were here a while.
Looks like it. Hey, let's...
Somehow, it does. A banged up motor carriage lot. It must be cold. The seawater has already...
My guess is it started its journey from the plaza. I agree. We should...
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. The motor carriage is properly stuck. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles. But the logo is too deep in the murky...
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. Let's wait for the low tide and...
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection.
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Пиздец.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the hinges creak. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above.
Yes, it does. Let me think about it.
Raining heavily here!
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
That's right.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant let you hear the sound. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand. on a
На качелях
timepiece.
сидим.
Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the
Блять.
swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization.
Your voice echoes on the water.
Бля,
strange
сколько мы
and out
времени
of place
проиграем сейчас.
in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived.
Yes.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighter. Yes, 41.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to see.
Блять,
It's pedagogical.
это наша машина. Блять.
Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
I'm sorry, Harry.
41. Precinct. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
The lieutenant
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across a canal. Detective, we don't.
It's sunken too deep.
Of whom? I don't think so. I'm afraid it will have to be there. That is very unlikely. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage cost 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean,
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
people are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more
The lieutenant. There is also a fourth thing more precious than the gun. The badge.
Пу-пу-пу.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Эва как.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a
At least something good came out of all this.
encased between two durable plastic sheets. You see a photo, a name, a rank. The man keeps winking at you, but the badge is new. You used a good choice. A newer photo, 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture, what do you think? His face is already the badge in your hand.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the high. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, there are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precincts, and sometimes they just prefer the type of police work.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Décomptage is the hierarchical. The lowest rank is kings like satellite officers, and
The long and short of it.
you are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite. No, I've been putting up with you because it matters more than driving your motor carriage.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet...
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry, it's a wartime name. Please to make your act.
He's not going to call you Harrier. The badge in your hands.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you... A new badge usually comes with a new...
You're pretty sure you weren't. A lot can happen in 4 months.
I remember that time! That was a good time! We had a good work-drink balance going!
Yes, it's the designation of your... It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock.
It's no wonder you...
But then again...
He knew all the... And you, the badge in your hand.
Молодцы.
Welcome.
Then how does she know you're here?
I still have a golden ear. Oh, welcome, police officer.
We are not here to cause
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of... No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. He was boarding, needed some help opening... Oh, the usual...
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
You're not. No one...
Maybe because you're... I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor... Ah, look at me ramble on. Stay? Well, that said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of good... No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can... Don't make an old woman regret opening...
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in... Should he? This environment encourages one thing.
Finally, you have those lamos of matinees off your back, Bratan.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank... Over there, you can find an old military hospital, and it's around. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill. Now the area is... The goodwill ran out. The staff left, and the place was shut. Well, there's Lillian, and then there's the drunks. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Here, for you, no officer.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. She nods, rinsing.
Not much. There's the abandoned church. Some things just don't flow.
So...
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening.
She's not telling you all she knows.
Well, there's that music. And now, suspicious.
Interesting. You could look into this.
Before you get to the church, I don't know of note. No one. That's why it's closed. Now, what got what? Used to...
Nothing is...
And now you know everything there is. Me? No one. Just now it's your turn, Mr... Quite a handle you got there.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the... Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even... She's right over there. The dark-haired woman. Leaning... Yes.
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a Tremble. The time is now. Time for the Ulogu Theodos. Xeno Zausin. Monday morning. Yes, you spoke the words of the face of the woman fractures. The door has seen.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to... After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying...
The key turns. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, like an artist with a brush. The sharp blade chafes against your skin,
Блять,
producing a
побрился.
scratching sound. The surface underneath the bit, they feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness. The water reflects back. You almost look like. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem
Блять,
even
ну
more
и
like a
чучело.
terrifying grimace.
Ща. Ну-ка. Тяжело. А тут зеркало есть.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. Still not happening. It
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally,
My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my dad. It's Lammy. He's my friend.
Барашка. Баран.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the...
Yes, very soft. Isn't he soft? It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. Bye!
The scruffy-haired little boy, the other one, looks indistinguishable from him. The kids don't...
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows. The stone...
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't. The rock kicker was just...
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is.
Ой. Автосохранение. Тут никто не отменял.
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with? A fishing village on the seashore. This place. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
What?
I think I've...
Indeed. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. Not really.
I know some basic moves, and I know
But not when you're in a tight spot.
it's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade.
She refuses, but your word is the...
What makes you think we haven't? That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that. No one wants to... Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. Gone. To the waves. The sea. Who knows? Maybe he fell over. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like... Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick. Life didn't really...
This is neither a touchy...
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
О. Эва как.
Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. 2 odd guys have been wandering around here. Nose in sand, talking nonsense about... Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right, I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see...
Keep it professional, man. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer.
Yeah, maybe stay clear of the things reminded her of the floater she used to be.
Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. Where are you? This says by signing, I agree to... What a nice idea.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
That Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
He has a pen in everything. Here you go. You're welcome.
Эва как. Опа. Ботиночки. Обладание эквилибристика. Ну, определенно они лучше. Ай-яй-яй. Чё, бабка, подписывай.
Our tenant, the policeman, Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. Lillian's not...
She wanted to see if you would do it, and if...
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our intent, then the poor get pushed out of their homes?
She speaks with the authority of a leader. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be a...
Не, ну тут без сейвскама не обойтись.
Our tenant, the policeman.
It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the way...
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Better go... Does this feel like a good... The grandmother card will do the trick. Last chance to turn.
What do you mean? I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for them. They are good. No, they moved to Furba. Well,
You've got her.
Then...
Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to... I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. Did you say something?
Reluctantly, she takes...
See that you didn't just get us all...
Let's go, Melit.
He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself.
Huh? I like...
That doesn't... She doesn't seem surprised by...
Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate...
Да, во что я ввязался? Ладно.
You stop mid-step.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sun...
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone good. These people know your true name. Looks...
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
That's harsh. Things aren't going super...
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately.
Братство алкашей.
You belong to an...
We are... Place! Okay, we're... So now, it's a It's you. We've met before. Aha.
Tequila Sunset.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila... Hey, let's not jump ahead of... You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police...
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink.
Oh, yes you do, Bratushka! The only thing better than that is pushing the...
One moment we hear the sound of a motor...
Do you remember this?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair. Anyway, there was a brief silence. It sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewski. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up... The time! So, naturally, being... The time hath come for Tequila Sunset! The end of all... Your reality contracted.
The muscles in your right...
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out. Miraculous. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. Recognizing a brother in need, we asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from the... I'm not Yeah, ours. It was an all... How they're beautiful, and also whores, and so on. How one of...
Wow.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the...
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's...
Abigail! It seemed pretty painful, to be honest. Beside your gun and your badge? In retrospect, I guess you told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers, whose main...
It's more like you...
No specifics, though. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in...
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they...
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm... It depends. Booze. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair. Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy.
Don't call that... Shut up. I was once a reasonable... I used the profits from my age. I developed the paradigm. Worked within the paradigm. But the burden of leader 22 full-time employees. It did. But now dreams are worn thin. One day I left on my evening run, as you may.
His eyes are clear.
So I removed the keyring and put the keys for the front gate in the apartment. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started wet. Okay. I made my... Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on... Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. So I made my way across the yard, standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with... I wish I were tequila. I rang my neighbor's buzzer. People are natural.
Heavy is the...
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change... Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a...
Why didn't you go to...
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't... I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. Yeah, but what matters is that it's true to my subjective experience. Anyway, that was... I do. But as you can see, my cotton mouth is... You too.
Ой, что я там хотел вкачать, уже даже не помню. Стойкость надо вкачать. Хоть 2 хпшки было.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. Chemically, the road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a tub. His boyfriend is on his way. Number 31. Craters. There's one bump on the... Tragedy comes. The wind...
Ага. Так, во-первых, фонарик дайте. Опа, бабочка. Культурный код. Хорошо, давай я возьму монтировку. Неужели я смогу что-то открыть ей? Сначала найти, что открыть. Реально. Бля. Кто же знал, что я все это время могу открывать разные штуки. Есть еще закрытые штуки. Сильно похоже. Проход. Тут ты реально сломал забор. Собираем. О, та самая.
Rust peels off the bent iron.
In this yard, someone thought they could have a black bloc. Practically, it's not an official term. Yes.
It's not me.
We should move.
И что это? Ладно. Главное, пленку нашли. Мужик, дай денег. Риторику-то не качал, конечно.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Ладно, не буду сейф скамить.
No need to dress this one up.
А ебаный, блядь.
Oh, okay. But officer...
I don't...
Sorry, detective.
Да ебаный ж ты в рот. Как же он не хочет мне денег давать, даже с хорошими шансами. Так, что у нас на повестке дня еще было? Подписи поставили.
Can I help you? What is this thing? What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess?
People just don't know how to accept gifts.
I feel good about our work here today.
It's not actually about that, but he... All these mesmerizing feels like it might jump back to life.
Some kind of...
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one... No, I love it. I love pinball. No.
Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi. Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka no human being should. It is... I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt... Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Unbelievably. To do that, I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained... End of story. That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. Trauma and stressor disorder. From...
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too.
This small elevator smells of nougat. The maintenance card under the control panel. There are large rectangular...
That it does. I say, let's brave it. At the end of the last century.
It appears this whole enthusiasm...
Seems like a small...
Нихуя себе. Я думал, это на крышу.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room.
At some point, looks like it.
A creak.
Downstairs in the hall.
You clearly see foot...
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Large prints, most likely made by... One person has been here. They've gone back and forth.
Between that and that.
Everything around you is quiet.
3 weeks maximum. From the dusk up.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole...
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route. Behind Classius' room.
This is the inside of the barred door.
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step...
Yes, it is.
Ну, привет.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Yeah? All right. Not my favorite topic. How about we...
She puts her with a soft ring. This does not.
Did he? I never said he was a good man.
She doesn't care. If anything.
Where?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased. Recorded...
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practical. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living. Running joke. I was gonna say he was like the Seminese conflict, the afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Had I the physical robustness and social support?
Did he tell you he had actually done any...
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the...
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could question. What kind of man was he? Before you go...
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready.
She takes a very small sip of...
Like, for example...
Actually, officer, I didn't...
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things...
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer.
Oranje? Oranje's map of water.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes.
Did that bring you...
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranje.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. There is nothing on Muindi. The old... I love Revachol, though. He was 42.
42? Are you sure?
He had many scars that made him appear older. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago.
We were slightly off, then. Thank you for...
A miss.
Blue. Light blue. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly.
He had a combat wound?
Yes. Severe.
Ah, yes.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. Oh.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes. Sure. Waterways. It was mostly... How? Imagine he's smoking and drinking, of course. And the woman goes like... And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." And so it goes. Star after star. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And another change of topic, perhaps. Is the Union communist? They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say.
I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you...
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Силу воли качнуть. Качнем.
Wait, stop. That man, below the damage. How old are you? That's, you could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58. You asked. Actually, make that 54. And I was wrong.
Wait. This requires sign to the laboratorium.
Officer, it's a fine day.
Just like the last, don't worry. We will protect Miss Oranje Disco Dancer. You want to put your hand on her. She presses her elbow. Her hair brushes her the strange moment.
Так. Как ничего не скажет.
The man ponders his...
Не скажет. А я хочу в караоке спать. Не дают?
Hey.
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his...
Я ж нашел катушку.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel, you press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts. Then the organ starts playing, telling you that within seconds you know this is the one. A click, then silence. Of course you could sing this. Yup. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the... The lieutenant watches you. Pack up.
Ну ладно, под вечер.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? And
he tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw.
That fucking fucker.
That fucker wasn't a... You caught him off balance. Push and he will give way.
Locker room talk. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
I can confirm that.
I see what you're doing there.
She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
Yes. In fact,
Funny. Right. All fucking righty.
Please try to control yourself in the presence.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on...
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Yeah.
Well, it's us.
Yeah. Underdose isn't an...
Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. The man is slowing down. Looks like a...
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets.
You know what? Next time you see her, tell her That lying, scamming.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the...
What is this quiet funeral shit?
Why don't we make it 40, huh? What?
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it.
Rich.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottle's closed.
Окошечек. Опа. Нихуя себе. Так, я ж силу воли качал.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. You're trying hard, but the data drawer slides shut.
И нахуй ящик. Не открывается.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light
Ебать.
deep within you.
3%. Ю.
The door stands.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that, you hear a click.
You can't be serious.
Охуеть. Сработало. Что это, блядь? Что это, блядь? Где фонарик?
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's the feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face, trying to visualize the physics at play. Is in the general stillness. Only your tongue.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home.
You can't hear him exactly. Yet you're able to understand.
No. What can I do for you, gentlemen? Who am I? Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore.
Mr. Theodore, I am Lieutenant Kim.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you.
Oh Lord, not this again. Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking it, and yet it never...
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. All I did was take her fortune. But then, some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out? Which one? Revachol, where I nominally reside, or Graal, where my father immigrated from, or ill? Listen, Mr. States are akin to boulders in a... It is truly.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread.
What do you mean? Are you talking about my chin? Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this. It's some statistical thing. In essence, it says that when an extremely low net, among other things, but calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire. No, not really.
A man this chill?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed.
Yes, I imagine that does looks traveling. This is a great... By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly? Revachol. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely... There simply aren't enough hours a day. Spending money is a matter of desire. And smart, you know? Luxury yachts, high-fidelity portable radio systems, bail-proof... What? No, I did not say that.
Could you please stop
Пожалуйста,
asking
дай
everyone
денег.
for money? It
Дай
does not
денег.
reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
It's perfectly alright. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this? You're welcome. You know, maybe you can make that money.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Нет, маленькие шансы. Я уже рольнул 3%.
Congratulations. You've somehow managed to fail at failing.
A youth center, huh?
A place to teach. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future? When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
You're deep into
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch. Here's the round.
О, сюда. Подожди, что, блядь?
Prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Подожди, это Рофлс? Он же мне 1 дал рубль. Это что? Сколько, блядь?
Ratan, now's your chance to take some time off. Spend it with your good buddy and get absolutely wrecked in the process. What is this shit? Calculating risks? Ratan!
the lieutenant.
Yes. Now you're displaying, remember?
The lieutenant. Is he having a stroke?
I'm not...
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with? Why go so...
Подожди, это реально? Подожди, это... блядь, это наебка была. Блять, это думал. А я-то думал. А это из-за света ёбаного.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you? Traveling. By the way, let me now ask you. It's a shame I can't get out and there seem spend luxury yachts. Don't get me wrong.
He speaks from the heart. He has...
Go right ahead.
Ну ладно, 100 тоже неплохо. Нарик убрать. Где-то ящичек лежал вкусненький. Вот здесь. Ящичек.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing... Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get... Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light... Honestly, Harry, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect. You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me.
Блять, мне нужно отправить как-то. Почтовый ящик на площади. Ай-яй-яй. А я-то думал. А у меня нет быстрого перемещения. Ладно. Опа. Какой интересный ящичек, а как до него добраться? Ага. Ну, доберемся еще. Если не забудем. Так, а че он меня не пропустит все еще?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Блин.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti.
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the white about a week's work for good. Or
let's go back to Everard. This
Mr. Dubois, the Golden Boy returns once more. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk.
Hear that? You did it the honest way. I don't know. Your dirty forgery fingers aren't sure if playing this one straight was the right thing to do.
There was no fine print, Harry. But I do hope all that construction noise...
Oops. Yes.
And when they do, they will have a good place to go. I'm currently...
He proudly spreads his hands.
So the village is doomed.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left. But reset. I have Big Harry. Imagine Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time I accept your salute.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things. And
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad. Why a war?
And what do you...
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to... Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold on. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, we're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn
The word fuck rings like a...
So that's why you haven't...
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he tits from her arsehole.
Actually, no, it's not.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. It's already happening. 2,307.
2,300, and they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace... We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the with renewed zeal sparked...
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal 100... All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Я забыл, какая там проверка. Я могу посмотреть за... О, я могу посмотреть задание. Да бля, гортается. Очень плохо гортает. Риторика. Ну, как будто риторика.
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk, we're gonna
And the kids on the street can get...
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes... But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez. You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't anyway. Let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug... Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there. I'm gonna unite them all into one
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, Harry. That's boring. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated... Yes, if you start thinking about it like that, we're way past specific union members now. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such...
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more...
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding... An old woman has it, and let me tell you...
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made...
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, as I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old...
There it is again. The pig.
I, for one, find it refreshing.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry.
She will be there.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between This has... I'm always happy to... Very nice...
Hey, mister, I'm not gonna bother you. Mr. Evrat doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But who did you want to talk about?
Я не хочу ни о чем говорить. Ладно.
The file cabinet stands the drawer.
All I'm wondering, man.
Дай денег. Я выбью из тебя деньги.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a little compliment, then
Oh, okay.
after all this mess,
An investment?
or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking about here? Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull.
10 рублей это тоже деньги. Что у нас там еще?
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus, but you know someone who might. Fat Angus. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Mark.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get...
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's...
Officer, you will be next if you...
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber. He's onto you. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cop.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking.
Angie, where's your goddamn...
I left it home.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these? You're in. He's all yours. Questions. The lieutenant gives a smile. Only you.
Me too.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue moss. Body.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes.
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on. We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window. That fuck.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. Nah, he's my brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her.
And why would you help someone like that?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from it. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Glacia. Maybe the shot.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
In a manner of...
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it. No, you're not gonna be on a first-name basis with this person. You're not getting to her. This person is affiliated with the Hardy Boys.
Here we go. jigsaw pieces falling into...
I wouldn't go that far. She's just a woman who's sometimes in our company, who sympathize. You know, actually, no. My answer, you do that. She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of...
We'll take that into account.
Hey, was there... No, you don't.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good. The Whirling's not a charity or a musical theater. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe. A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got...
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given. This is the look of a man who's...
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my...
I'm having it uninstalled. Oh yeah. Time to do the...
Пора отжигать.
The stage is... You feel a little dizzy.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on...
I can see that.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise starts. Hands. Where do you put your hands? There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours.
Вечером так вечер. А вечером так вечером.
It's always good to see.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
This is good. Clear is it? Shush. I can't hear.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I know that. But the people around here... You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension...
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. I have people after me. And they have friends in the Moorland.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. It's not nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly did you...
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved, and...
The job was Lewsdoin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewis Scott
But she really...
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have.
That can wait. Look into her eyes.
One of them killed themselves because of me. I don't. How do you live with yourself? There you have it. The way of the warrior. We were there. Together. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking. I turned back to him. His eyes...
Her chest rises and falls with each word.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boot. I waited for the second shot to come. For me.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it...
11:30 to 12:15.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus...
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than you...
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines.
Did you hear or see?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move.
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the... Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all...
Ruby?
Ruby. You know.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with...
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know. Take care of things. I helped her get the...
To mislead you, they were tampering with...
To produce lividity.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time.
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. He carried him out. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should... I don't know. I haven't seen her.
We will need to take this question to...
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much?
When he was shot?
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
That's the first thing that went through my head. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't. I just don't know.
We can't go after Luz, Cap. Not yet.
I don't ask you to. What? Why would I put my... He wouldn't have died if it weren't.
It could have been a desire murder. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
I did not kill him to defend myself from... I'm sad to hear that.
She simply shakes her head.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. Like what? Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting.
Her jaw is clenched.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days.
She definitely called the cops. That was tough.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think...
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct. Yes, you see the She nods. He's thinking. Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her. But we are awake, sire. Get a hold of yourself just one. So you say. But give us one example of deceit. Just one example. Gosh, be careful. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. This window is pristine on the inside. A vague sense of disappointment. You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial if you only knew how to listen.
I'm not exactly sure either, to be honest. It's a weakness.
А если я что-нибудь там на визуальный анализ приодену?
This window is pristine on the inside. This window is pristine. This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. Nothing of note. The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest...
Не везет. Еще не вечер.
The stage is... You feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke.
It's you again. What is it? Why? You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the...
How many times?
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you're making her a Ruby's one of us.
And fuck you too.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you be...
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even...
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Сейчас приоденемся на логику. Мы сейчас, блять, приоденемся. А ну-ка. А ну-ка. Бил через шмотки.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex.
Because she was here all night.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her...
She was here all night?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No. All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment.
Of course. Ruby is the lady driver in this great big jam mystery.
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to...
He's been through it. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez.
Бля, гифт прилетел на втуберку, где я не зафоловлен и нихуя не писал. Тыкал в реках пару раз. Ты, Лебзик, пропустил самый легендарный момент на стриме. Знаешь какой? Я выбил 2 шестерки на риторике с контейнером, тем самым в порту. И он действительно открылся. И он реально открылся. И там реально 2 шестерки вылетело просто. Я в ахуе был. А, нихуя. Там реально 3% рольнулось. Хорош, да. Это позволило мне 100 рублей добыть, кстати. Причем добыть 100 рублей через провал, как бы. Скажем так. Через проебанную эту. Через проебанные кубики. В целом похуй. 100 рублей и 100 рублей. Все.
Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up. Oh. People say they're
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Okay, but how'd you get up?
Он реально уговорил контейнер открыться. Это было реально.
Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball. Ruby could have gone up, shot him.
That's quite the theory. We need to have...
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and...
It's a dumb waiter, not an...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? Footprints.
He looks tough, but there is a nervous twitch in his dark green eye. This...
What else could you make out? How recent? What? Horizontal? I see they taught you well in your RCM. Good news is...
He knows they had to be recent for those lines to still read.
I don't like it.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen. The one that leads upstairs to the roof.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo.
The ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
Why? This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Wow, man, can we?
That'd be awesome. I beat...
All right, all right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else? I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. That's wall mystery down then. And architectural miss garbage.
It's never a sound.
Or ghost.
I told
Ай,
you
блядь.
not to say that. This is not a joking matter.
Ладно.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof, but a route does not put...
Phase 2, murder weapon. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Rube, but what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours.
Look, fucko. Ruby and I are pretty tight. She would have showed me the gun.
Yeah, everyone.
I don't know, Glenny.
Look who's finally speaking. Ratty's been uncharacteristic. He probably just doesn't like her.
Nah, this kind of heat is not easy.
Still, he's thinking about it now. And he knows gunning up has nothing to do with this.
Look, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't...
Look who's... He probably just doesn't like her.
She organizes things.
It's clear.
Easy now, Glenn. What he's trying to say is...
You don't need to prove anything. Doubt is enough for now. And Titus must have some.
All right, Carl.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we?
Phase 3. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort?
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit.
Really, Shanks? Closio wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Блять, а кого из них?
I didn't do it, fucker!
You probably did.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him.
Fuck you, man!
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her?
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she...
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Silence. The old man. A very small nod. This is the only option he...
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. I don't know where she went. She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. I told you. You, as in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. How can I You know, when I first saw you limping, she said you have a funny taste until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock.
And then when they're all empty, just move on to the next camp.
Fucking hell. Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can wind it.
It's not an actual silence. He nods.
You are insistent.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though.
Everard's file on you seemed thin on info. She must know from somewhere else. From Jamrock.
No. Her and Everard. They don't... She's not far. We know that.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand.
Yeah, Al.
She's not really,
She's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked?
More precisely, on the coast.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
Lizzie needed some air. You're a smart cop, but you're a stupid person. No one go.
It's called a radio.
Sure, there's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
We will start there. One more question.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb?
And he's...
Так, чё качнуть? Надо мыслишки качнуть. Что-нибудь веселенькое.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. Oh? Who? Okay. When did this... Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past... Yes, that's the optimal time. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the... Take it from...
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not... Yes, Daddy...
You like the Capri funeral idea?
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is.
Так, куда еще идти можно? Ну ладно, определенно можно.
light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure maybe is just a storm drain for the sewer.
No idea. Could be connected to... We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain. In conclusion, she could be under... I hope not.
There's no echo.
Бин. Реальный бин.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front. The carving on the door is block-like. The surface feels exceptional. Through this cheek, it'll be easier to break this. You see a yellow circle. He takes...
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests for revenge. These acts aren't... I haven't seen...
Thus, it must be made by youths. There's nothing like this au revoir sticker. The padlock, should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off. This cheap, it'll be easier to break the staple than nothing happens.
I don't think that... Do you think our suspect is hiding inside?
The lieutenant nods silently.
Подожди, а что я там вскрыл только что?
The padlock, should you want to get through, it...
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for an...
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Yes, the pulsing base. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere...
Не, у меня ж есть монтировка в руках. Это церковь вроде, ну, окей. Бля, надо переодеться. Нет, это церковь, это церковь какая-то. Так, надо ж переодеться было. Может даже вот так лучше. Что я там еще? А, очки. Вроде все. На самообладание. Ладно.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Техника 6 невозможно. Это определенно большая локация. Просторная, не маленькая. Монтировка у меня в руках, что мне мешает взломать дверь.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting. Somehow, the padlock, should you want to get through,
maybe we should...
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Ладно. Куда тут обходить? Деньги. Охуеть. Куда тут обходить? Кусачки, может? Возможно. Там замок же. Так, все, некуда обходить. Я не взял, что ли? Издеваешься? Я взял не в ту руку. То есть у меня из-за того, что сила 1, вообще шансов 0, да, хуй? Я так понял, у меня даже с монтировкой шансов нет. Не знаю насчет не пофиг, но у меня с монтировкой 8. А без монтировки, ну, минус 10. Грустно. Слабак. Слабачок.
Still, this feels wrong. End of tone.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre? You have any news about Pierre? He's my sister's grandson. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish. To hell with...
Her voice. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if you...
Просто позвонил на рандомный номер.
Someone has left it's streaked with dried. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. It's a guano-encrusted jacket.
Мегаботан. Не, я заберу это говно. Это говно точно пригодится. Деньги. Срочно забрать деньги со стола.
The smell. It's awful. It doesn't help. You can... Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungent. The lieutenant.
Eyes up, detective.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette. No.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. You see traces of main. It's no older than... It's hard to concentrate. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at. The smell is not as bad as...
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2...
Another dead body. Calm now. He's wearing mud-caked boots. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be... You find some sunflower seeds and a rain...
Good. We should take a look at that library card.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. A bad fall. It might have been. When damp, these boards are really slippery. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of height, 170. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. There's some dried blood on the... Be very... A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his... This is...
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal.
They screech under your feet, ominously. It's hard. You see waves churning. He could have easily disappeared into the sea. A .75 liter.
Tear all around us.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves. The blackness of death. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover. I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario.
In a ditch off a road below. The entire boardwalk.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. But that's just a lazy...
This is an omen. A sign from above that you need to stop drinking.
And he was married. But let's try to not run a death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been... Oh, yes.
До сюда я не доходил. Ну. Дойдешь, значит, еще. Какую-то другую залупу убежал.
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role, but I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. What about it? The deceased ate some...
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
No, I don't see anything.
Agreed.
They'll seal this. Not that sealing it. It does seem to be a pretty... From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for a field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death. I'd say we should just write down head trauma and leave it at that. Let's keep this detour as short as possible. The sooner, maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the
Бля,
rest.
не впадло, на самом деле. Хотя...
Alright, we should first
Ладно.
examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station.
The library card is folded. Billy is a unisex name. Could be that whoever owns this card isn't. Most of these if lost, please return the card to the library.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema.
Good idea.
А тут что-нибудь есть? Нет. А тут еще... Так, а как сюда забраться? Ага. Охуеть, нычки. Охуеть, нычки.
You see, a slogan used to...
Looks like tomorrow.
And Mikhail noted. You officers.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, hypertext. Young card. Oh yes. So Mikhail? No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of him, of course. Mikhail's a little tired today.
The man speaks.
But I assume...
This man is your half-brother. You feel it.
No, I'm afraid I can't help.
So you haven't...
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Aha! What not a lot of people...
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks...
Apologies. You're probably more familiar.
Mea culpa.
That's not. They started out as still. It was here, which is a feat of.
He assumes something.
Indeed.
The revolution!
Unfortunately, all of this was built by Felt, even the boardwalk. Yes, they even.
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory.
Yes. It's alluring. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Tape computers. They used them for military What's the Mars decree? It's a beauty. I tried to get.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book. Oh.
Actually, no. 10 years ago.
Wait, did he? He did it. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. In fact, I'm not. But perhaps I should return to the tape computer. Very, very cool. Yes, who knows? Maybe. But of course. What else? I do have some money, yes, but...
He's not gonna give you money. What? No, I mean, come on.
Oh no, I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts.
Денег не дал.
Thanks to you for having me.
Козёл. Козёл денег не дал. И чё я тут бегаю? Фейк. Реально фейк. Не дал денег. Я же могу сюда... Кого? Куда он побежал? А. Ну, хуй с ним. Так это... Надо обойти церковь. А как я ее обойду? Некуда обходить. Ну ладно, допустим. Допустим, я попытаюсь. Сокровище. Тут везде заначки? Охуеть. Лутаемся. Да, вот. Я хочу еще полутаться. Мостик.
A pane of barely hold it.
It looks like a makeshift.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask.
Это сначала лут.
The tent.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader.
Так, пока не будем. Борец с капитализмом собирает все деньги, до которых дотянется. Ну, было.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens.
Oh.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing.
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you.
So should you. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, well...
What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is.
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me. No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here.
Teenager skulking around.
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde.
Why? Okay, it's
A very You have little reason to doubt that's a real.
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose.
The wire leads to a contact microphone. A contact mic records sounds from inside things.
Nice. You could maybe...
The mic? I don't... Same place I got the recorder from. The Palaceum. Oh man, it's a music...
Thinking about it really cheers her.
Oh yeah. Guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going... I don't know what that means either. That's cool. Sucks, man. Was there something else? Okay. Recording, I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way...
What happened to the old headphones?
My boyfriend sold them. I don't know, man. Thing.
Everything checks out, sire.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. Anyway, I don't really...
She looks at the sharp drop.
Take this, your call.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that.
It's okay.
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum.
And who are these boys?
Yeah, Andre and the...
And why is that?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room. Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape that stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat. Go ahead. It's supposed to accept that. Yeah. You know,
Ой, заебёшься, блядь.
methodic. Music that's made synthesizers and...
You see clear, beautiful.
I know. Hey, you two are cops. Okay, well... Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. They're inside that thing there. No, not really.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic.
Yeah, you know. That's what I meant. Noid did. Yeah, I guess you could say that. To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. Go ahead. Well, it's just question... Once or twice, yeah. Rich people. Rich people are east of the river. Oh, they are. And I'm scum.
She nods apprehensively.
The usual. You know, drinking, getting into... Is this a rhetorical question? My dad was a drunk. Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know.
She nods very cautiously. The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover.
Okay, but...
Come on, get... Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just disliked it.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
Вот тут я был.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair, as though you're...
Hardcore! Hardcore! Yeah! Lucky Earth.
Could there have been a...
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
You see, a young...
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to...
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm.
This is my posse.
The young man...
An egg! Together with a settled burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously... We have many in the pipeline office.
That means...
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for...
On us often.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead.
Places is...
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Ah, so you've met her? Yeah. It's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property.
Finally someone who understands the plight of not...
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of... Dubhead!
Burnouts. Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just...
Strikes and sadder yet, because...
He leans back a little. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
The spooky kind. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is... Also,
They don't eat or clean the bill. People just want to spin tapes without...
Thank you. So you're gonna look into it, right? All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him serious.
I did ask Noy to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's...
I had to do it in a hurry. Not my best work.
Of course.
All right.
You sense the trajectory. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freak's nod to you. The speed freak, a respectful nod.
Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least... Okay, I'm sorry too.
Me too.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it. Truth is...
Glimpses? Who are these people?
Well...
This machinery is of the deeply...
When I first scouted...
One of them has wires running into bowls of water.
Andre! Oh, and it felt like there was...
No!
Which other one?
Felt like
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. Sure, why not?
But not really. Brown hair.
What noise?
So brown and older. Ruby might have dyed her hair, though it seems like a stretch at this point.
Like, you...
It wasn't...
Not human. As in a...
It was this dark... Yeah, you know.
It was stalking a cell.
Yeah,
So he hasn't even been...
You should ask her.
There probably is.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and don't... Well... Hey now. Don't let all that... Sure. What? He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music. And, you know, a host. Well... He's just kinda here. I don't... Yeah, so...
The man's smart. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Oh yeah. That's a meat...
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo, a country on Muin... Come to think of it, I've never really looked... Yes? Yes. What? The what now? Oh, I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all... Yes.
No, Safed is the shit.
Yes. What? Yeah. Good. Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel... It does.
Told you we have a smell problem.
Ether? I don't know.
He sniffs the air. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug. Unlike the girl outside, he nods enthusiastically. No doubt, a little relieved.
Oh.
Okay, indeed. So plus, and
as always.
So you had a talk with... That's fine, man. But I've got to warn ya. I'm doing what...
It's not easy for him. He looks like...
A sticker? You mean he... So I can eat...
Noid.
Piss off, Bob.
You shouldn't talk like that.
Right.
An off-head.
Good. Yes, you're the 20... Really? We're all the... He defeated the president. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really... It should be sold. But not by us. Or I guess one could... Nah, you heard me. Weird stuff. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, nothing's wrong with
the sickest.
Most of it doesn't. Sonic powers. The odd...
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance.
Yes.
The young man.
This is hardcore.
It's hardcore! Skibadee.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to...
Бля, уже времени прошло, пиздец. Надо быстренько сбегать это. Где там встреча была? Возле старого рыбного рынка. Пока не увидите пирс. Подожди, блять, я не понимаю. Что из этого старый рыбный рынок? Вот это может. 3 минуты. Пирс оттуда где-то был. Ага. Почти. Ладно. Еще в обход бежать, ебана в рот. Короче, непонятно, что из этого рыбный рынок. Я еще с челиком хотел встретиться. Ага, автосохранение, это не просто так.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. Dripping water, there's rust in...
No, I had a part...
This partner of his, eyes. Things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Well enough, actually.
His hands leap.
Уже 22. Теперь вопросик. Где рынок, блять? Как я на пирс вообще ходил? Ай, тяжело. Я еще тут не был, хотел сказать. Охуеть, я реально тут не был. Тяжело. А, это челики, которых я искал, походу.
Here we go. Nice.
There's...
Who's there?
His...
Is that the... Don't worry. To what?
That's sarcasm.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't... Oh, good.
Did he say we can...
Yes, Gary!
Sir.
I just have to do one more round. See if the Faz...
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used to delicate...
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging...
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
And I'm eager to return to her. My wife understands that.
Come on, Morale.
And leave the...
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to...
Of course it's important to her.
She's seen it.
Yes. That...
Needless to...
Suffice to say, it's long been our... No.
He's dead. I could go for some trap setting.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Why not?
That it will. There are 4 in total. One is another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed. By a you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I...
Be careful where you tread in the reeds. Some less conscious...
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is... That's highly unlikely. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the...
It is precious.
Right.
Whatever you...
Final.
Thank you for...
If it's more but what if the information is... What about his eager to leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
Hello, Yellow Man.
The Lieutenant Yellow Man. Interesting.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morale. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No.
Not many Sealites here. Or
do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around. No problem at all. My?
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to any... Maybe. Okay. Yes, I did. I know I shouldn't have, and I... Whew. Thank you. I don't know what got into me.
What did you do?
Nothing. I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal, so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is... I'm sorry, okay?
Disgraced. No need for the hit.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't.
Officer, please. Let me... I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug. Okay.
Right. It was just...
Exactly. That's exact.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads.
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds.
The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily...
Armor? No. I mean...
There's something going on here.
I hope...
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
I told you...
He's not feeling too comfortable in it.
No.
What does he do then?
Oh, this and that. Sometimes.
See, he's being evaded.
I just didn't want to... I work as a special courier. You know. Oh, I don't know that...
He's trying too hard to seem untroubled by your question.
No, nothing. No. That's far... What do I look like?
You're a simple cop asking a simple question.
Okay, fine. You heard me. I deliver topping pies. They're wheat-free and vegan.
He's thinking of a way to gain some...
That's basically it.
I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied? Because I am. That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is... Yes, like a piece of ceramic...
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I was ashamed of what I did.
This...
Gary!
What? Later, Morale!
No, you've got explaining to do.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and so I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the...
It's okay. It was a...
I'm so fucking sorry I
Вот и
called
бронь.
you Yellow Man.
They were thoroughly... It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this hit. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Because I was weak. I should...
The hell, Gary!
I'll explain later. I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. Sure.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Of course.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way. Means you don't have nothing.